Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about shoes. Bit different to our usual videos, but we've got a very special pair of shoes here to talk about. The Footjoy HyperFlex Carbon. Now, carbon, don't really expect that much in golf shoes especially. Usually more in forgiveness, in TaylorMade, Callaway, in drivers, things like that. You can see a bit of TaylorMade Stealth 2 behind me as well, but we're talking about the HyperFlex Carbon with some really interesting new technology. I tested these shoes out for a week with this wonderful, sleek new colour scheme that is fresh, is sporty, is modern. Big thumbs up here to Footjoy for that. Before I dive into how I actually got on with these shoes themselves, we're going to talk about the tech behind them because shoes themselves you wouldn't think would be that technologically advanced, but these are pretty incredible. And we're going to talk about that carbon bit first because it is special. The Footjoy HyperFlex Carbon has a brand new carbon power plate in the shoe, which is supposed to really increase stability in the golf swing, which could then lead to more power and overall better scoring. Now, I will say this isn't new to shoes in general. You do see this in running, other sports. I believe this isn't the first shoe to have carbon in them, and it won't be the last, but it's great to see Footjoy adapting and putting this carbon in there to increase the performance of a very popular HyperFlex shoe brand. Alongside the stability comes with comforts with the Stratofoam FTF Plus with a 100% waterproof upper mesh. These shoes also include a Ortholite Impressions fit bed, which is supposed to improve the comfortability of these even more. So there's so much to go into these shoes alone just from those 2 points, and there's a lot more. But let's focus on those two pieces now because all the tech in these shoes are focusing on comfort and stability. I think two of the biggest pillars in golf shoes. I wore these wonderful white pairs for about 2 weeks over here in the UK. Now, as a prerequisite, here in the UK, it's muddy, it's horrible, it's disgusting. A white shoe, as you can see here, you would kind of be shuddering in your boots thinking, why on earth am I wearing these? And to be honest, I was as well. I didn't want to ruin these. These are lovely shoes and the exact pair of shoes I'd want to wear for spring and summer. The one really impressive thing though, as you can see by the B-roll I'm putting over on this video, is these shoes have had about 30 hours worth of use. And after a quick clean, it's incredibly durable for that white finish. I was expecting the worst and to show you guys a shoe that was actually brown and red and blue rather than white, but they've held up incredibly well. A golf shoe in its own sense is very subjective. This shoe could be comfortable for one person and then not comfortable for another, depending on the fit. So make sure you get the correct fit for each brand. Myself, I got an 11. Did feel a little bit larger than usual, but what I was really impressed by was that instant comfortability. It's almost like I could feel that Stratofoam wrapping around my foot, and the question of will it blister, will it do anything like that, wasn't even in my mind. For a course of Manning's Heath Golf and Minor Estate, which is basically like the Mount Everest of the southeast of England, I did not find I had any rubbing, I did not find I had any problems with these shoes, and with the spikes as well, I had very good traction. The power plate was an interesting touch. These shoes on a whole did feel incredibly stable. It's hard to put that into words and into actual manageable data is what I mean by this, but I didn't feel that on any weather conditions. When it was wind, rain, even snow, I felt like my foot was very well connected to the ground. That is incredibly important today in the golf swing with ground force, with things like that of utilizing your lower body in the golf swing. I felt like I could do this very, very well with these shoes, and I'll be interested to see going over a bit more time how these shoes perform when I'm using them for speed training and things like that, when I'm utilizing the proper benefits of these shoes, using the ground force and the power plate in these shoes to gain more clubhead speed. Now, I'm not saying as a blanket statement these shoes will gain you more clubhead speed, but if you're struggling with stability in the golf swing, if you're a bit off balance, having a shoe like the Footjoy HyperFlex Carbon could be a really helpful asset to you. With a shoe that is packed with so much technology, it comes at an expensive price tag, £189.99 here over in the UK, and that will be over $200 in the US. This can then be raised even more if you go towards the boa lacing. So, a premium shoe, absolute premium shoe. But by my testing that I've done with this shoe, the interesting point behind it is it's an extremely durable shoe. It's not a shoe whereby in a year's time you'll be looking to upgrade to the next iteration. This very clearly is a shoe to last several years. Final thoughts of this shoe. Will it be one of my gamers? Yes, absolutely. I will push it into summer because I'm not a white shoe wearer in the winter either way, but by being able to offer stability in a piece of clothing with shoes rather than a golf club or lessons, it's a very helpful asset to have have and something that I think is very underrated today in golf. You don't particularly think you could actually improve your golf game by changing shoes? Have a go. Thank you for watching today, guys, and let me know what you think of this video watching the FooJoy HyperFlex Carbon shoe review here at home. Bit too windy and rainy outside today, but I hope you've enjoyed me talking about the tech and talking about how I got on with these lovely shoes. Till the next video, I'll catch you later.